Tak jo, takže dámy a pánové, já vás vítám u oficiálního českého restreamu, živýho revealu a prvního živýho revealu karet z Rastakhan z Rumble. My už nějaký karty známe třeba šampiona a low pro Priesta, nebo teda respektive akorát low, protože to je Bomsandy, talent jsme ještě neviděli. A budu se těšit na to, co nám tady Blizzardi ukážou, protože za chvilku bychom měli být live a podíváme se na to, jak to nám všim bratrům v Americe půjde. Let's go.
Welcome everyone. Thank you all for joining us. I'm sorry about the technical difficulties, but we are ready to get started. I am Peter Whalen, I'm one of the designers on the Hearthstone team.
Je to dost potichu.
Streamer extraordinaire.
Hey Peter, thank you for the nice introduction, guys. If you don't know me, I'm a YouTuber streamer. I like to have fun in Hearthstone, and I think that's exactly what we're gonna do today.
Je to teda potichu, ale zase to už nejde, ty jo.
Tell me about it. It should be pretty awesome. We have a bunch of cards to reveal. We're gonna show off, I think, 5 cards, and then we're gonna do a bit of gameplay. We're gonna play a game against.
Já bych jako rád je zesílil, ale nejde to prostě, no.
And we'll show off some cards in that way.
We're gonna win a game against Ryan Masterson.
Absolutely gonna win a game, and it depends a little bit on which deck you guys pick for us. We have 2 decks planned out, and you're gonna vote to decide which team we actually get to play. But before we do that, let me ask you a couple of questions. How are you? What do you think about the expansion so far?
Well, Peter, it's one of my favorite themes we've had in a really long time. I like all of them.
Tak, teďka jsem teda zeslavil sebe. Dost jsem zeslabil sebe, takže snad to bude v pořádku. A když tady jenom pro informaci, Peter Whalen tak je jeden z hlavních vývojářů této hry. S tím, že Český tak je prostě streamer, který hraje karetní hry a všechno ostatní. Takže uvidíme, co tam jako ukážu a uvidíme. Ještě se vám zeslabit, jo. Takhle lepší?
Yeah, Kurabashi Arena is amazing, and now we've got all of the troll teams from across Azeroth coming together to just beat each other up. Which Loa are you going to root for?
Well, I'm kind of waiting until we see all the different Loa cards until I decide exactly who I'm going to pledge my allegiance to, but so far I think I'm with Samdi and his zombies, mostly because of the rhyme.
Teďko se tady akorát baví o tom, jaký loji jsou oblíbený, Regisovi se strašně líbí prostě Bomsandy a ty Talanji Zombies, což je ten tým pro Priesta. A líbí se mu ta spirita, která podporuje Bomsandy, jo.
So for now Samdi, but I'm reserving the right to change as we see more Loa cards. I don't know if we're going to see any today. I don't know what cards we're gonna see, but I hope so. I hope maybe I'll change
we'll see. So I guess that means we should start taking a look at some cards. But before we do, let's introduce the new mechanic for this expansion. It is Overkill. Overkill is the keyword that captures the trolls just styling on their opponents. And it means
tak nechám to takhle a snad už to prostě teďko půjde, jo. Uvidíme. Tak, teď tady ještě Peter se baví o Overkillu, to je ten nový keyword v nové expanze, který funguje tak, že když trefíte miniona, který má víc životů, než mu dáte damage, tak se aktivuje Overkill. A od teďka uvidíme.
Yeah, that's incredible and it's exciting. So, are we going to see an Overkill card now?
We are going to see an Overkill card right now, and I heard you like dinosaurs.
I do love dinosaurs, so let's flip it, let's see. Oh,
okay.
The Ironhide Dire Horn, a 7 mana, 7/7 Overkill, summon a 5/5.
Tak, nechám to ještě jednou normálně a snad to půjde. Takže první karta revealnutá. Za 7 many, 7 sedmička Beast pro droida. Abychom tady měli samozřejmě málo dobrých karet pro droida. A tohle to má Overkill, že to vyvolává 5/5 Ironhide Tranta, což asi bude taky Beast. Tohle je teda docela zajímavý minion. Jako je to odpad, ale myslím si, že když teďka prostě zbyde druidovi jenom pár karet na standardu, tak by to mohlo být hratelný, ale spíš to je jako arénovka.
We actually got to see Baited Arrow instead. They're both pretty cool cards. There's several Overkill cards that play into the dinosaur thing, mostly because dinosaurs are giant and smashy and like styling on their opponents or just like squishing them. So this is one of those pieces.
One thing I like about a card like this is this is the first time I'm seeing it, but sometimes you're playing a big minion in Hearthstone, like one of these big kind of mid to late game style minions that maybe doesn't have taunt or a battle cry. You can just feel like you play out the stats and maybe doesn't do anything immediately. But
Tady to může být zajímavý prostě akorát s tím, že třeba zahrajete nourish, vykojíníte to, zahrajete to prostě brzo a protivník to potom nemá jak zabít. Může to být zajímavý se star alignarem, to je taky samozřejmě pravda, ale jako do areny to teda bude neuvěřitelně broken tohleto, to prostě může být dost zajímavý. Takhle přesně Regis říká, že kvůli tomu, že má droid k dispozici nourish a rampu a tak dále, tak prostě to, že to stojí 7 mana, není zase takový problém.
A lot of decks for this card. Not to mention, I mean, look at that incredible artwork. We've got, I don't even know exactly what kind of dinosaur this guy is.
It's a direhorn. It's the Triceratops type.
The Triceratops of the Hearthstone world. But he's got all kinds of different armor and some crazy...
trolls love decking their dinosaurs.
I don't even know what this is. Some kind of skull cannon it looks like on the side. I'm not even totally sure. But this looks like an incredible card.
It's pretty cool.
So Peter, walk me through Overkill a little more. Like, what was the process for determining this keyword?
Tak se tady Regis ptá Petra na to, proč prostě vytvořili Overkill, jestli to má nějaký smysl nebo ne k tomu.
Before I joined the Hearthstone team, that maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, it was one of the things we were exploring for Blackrock Mountain. So like we have dragons, and dragons are big, and it's the theme for Blackrock.
Oni dokonce prý Overkill chtěli dát do hry už když vyšel Blackrock Mountain, protože jak tam byly ty draci, tak se to výborně stakovalo s drakama. Ale bylo to evidentně jakoby zbytečně silný, tak prostě s tím chvilku počkali, asi 4 roky, a vydali to ještě teďko.
Your damage when you hit a minion carried over to minions nearby.
Blackrock je 2.15, takže 3 roky. Tak to je teda hodně dlouho, jako.
Okay. But there was a lot of randomness there, and it felt kind of bad, and you felt dumb when you played your 1/1 and the damage splashed over and killed your 6/6. So we tried it out again with Rastakhan's Rumble because we wanted another thing that captured the styling on your opponent, and this was the best version that we found of it. It's actually really cool. The binary, do you get the bonus, do you not get the bonus, has very interesting decision.
Zkoušeli spoustu iterací v rámci tohoto keywordu a nakonec to dopadlo, že to je nejzajímavější, protože on se prostě občas spustí, občas nespustí. Funguje to akorát ve vašem kole a to je prostě úplně ideální.
That was okay, but it had the problem where again you felt bad if you played your 1/1s. It was also a little bit mathy, and we couldn't make cards that were as interesting because they have to scale up to a lot. There's not that many things in Hearthstone that scale up to a lot. You can't summon like 8 5/5s. Your board just doesn't have that much space.
Right.
So the binary thing let us do cards that were more exciting and cooler. In general, we have overkill cards, and they tend to do 2 or 3 damage. There's a handful of cards that do more than that, but the reason is it's just more interesting when it's the 2, 3, 4, 5 because you're trying to figure out how exactly do I trade my minion in. One's not that interesting.
Jo, tam oni tady prostě řešili, že chtěli mít jako overkill karty, které mají prostě různý atak a tak dále, a různý životy. A ono je právě zajímavý kombinovat ty karty mezi sebou, protože občas se ten overkill spustí, občas nespustí. A tak dále prostě jako no.
So am I hearing that maybe most or all of the overkill cards we're going to see in Rastakhan's Rumble will be that binary style. They won't be based. Okay, that's
overkill's always binary.
That's good to know. And I think one of the cool things about overkill is the
a overkill je vždycky jako binary, no, jak to vysvětlit. Prostě vždycky je to abilita, která se spustí tím, že záleží na těch životech toho miniona a nefunguje to třeba tak, že máte na stole 3 miliony spust overkill. Vždycky to je prostě vytraduj něco, udělej něco, dej damage.
So this is a great dinosaur. I like Ironhide Direhorn a lot. But I have a feeling this is not your favorite dinosaur, Peter.
Yeah. This is not my favorite dinosaur in the set.
What is your favorite dinosaur? Tell me.
My favorite dinosaur of all time, King Crush. My favorite dinosaur in this expansion. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Tak, nejoblíbenější dinosaur a je to Undasta. Tohle to je boss z Isle of Thunder z Pandarie, tuším. Je to za 7 many 5/5 Beast, kde padá z toho Mount stejného jména, jo. Má to rush. A má to overkill, že to vyvolá Beasta z vaší ruky. Legendárka. Wow, ok. Je to z Isle of Giants, děkuju. Tak to jsem se spletl, sorry.
Yeah, Rush and Overkill are great together. It was actually one of those things we had to be really careful about on the design side is don't just put Rush on every Overkill card because it feels so good. Let's just do it where it really matters.
To je úplně insane, tohleto. Tohleto je úplně brutální do Recruit Huntera. Je to trochu podstatovaný, ale ta abilita to teda podle mě dost vylepšuje a tím, že to má rush, tak i když to vyvoláte z balíku, tak to má pořád abilitu, to je strašně broken tohleto.
You've got rush, there's always something on the board that has less than 7 health. If there isn't something on the board that has less than 7 health, you're probably either really happy or just really dead.
You're in a good spot anyway, or a really bad spot. So.
Or there's just like 4 Tarantuses on the
Hlavně
other side.
Hlavně obviously je to neutrální, takže se to dá hrát i jinde.
So this seems like it'd be, the best, most obvious fit in Hunter, but it is a neutral legendary, so we already
saw. Tak přesně říkal, že to má jakoby obvious fit do Huntera, protože tam máte spoustu beastů, ale reálně to může hratelný kdykoliv jinde. Druid to může hrát, protože beasti může to hrát teoreticky asi i Warrior, ale tam je spíš otázkou, co byste chtěli jako hrát za jiný karty v tom balíku potom. No.
Of course.
So Shirvala is a great pull off of this. If you decided that you don't want to put
dá se s tím vytáhnout Shirvala z ruky a když hrajete Palagina, Shirvala je ta nová loa pro Palagina, ta 25 manová. To je taky zajímavý.
But with Undasta, you can cheat that, and then you have 2 7-attack rush minions hitting the field.
Yeah, and
life
stealing a lot.
Oh my gosh.
It can be an enormous swing.
No, teď se tady přesně bavím o tom, že ta karta byla takhle dělaná. Jako ta karta vlastně má potenciál jakoby velice zajímavého swingu. Nicméně uvidí se, jak bude dobrá. No. By the way, je to hratelný i za Dronoxem, protože to vyvolává beasta z ruky, ale samozřejmě potom mám to kazí ten půl těch beastů, protože sám o sebe to je beast.
Well, and we have actually seen some beasts snuck into Paladin in previous expansions.
Četu právě je to Undust.
Exactly, the rush, the horse for Paladin. That is a beast, right? I think there was some.
I think so, yeah.
No.
There was some mix up there, but I think that's right. But anyway, a great.
Jako nejlepší play podle mě bude to, že zahrajete Undustu, vytradujete a zahrajete toho velkého Grizzlyho, tu 312, a prostě budete tauntit a protivník má velký problém.
Well, we needed to have some really important cards you could pull from Undasta, some powerful beast, especially.
Jo, takhle se tady baví o tom, že vychází beasti pro každou klásu, že prostě proč chtěli vyndat, proč chtěli dát do této expanze nějaký dinosaury nebo beasty. Je to kvůli tomu, že chtěli mít nějaký silný beasty v každé kláse, právě kvůli Undastě. A tady máme jednu z nich a je to Gurubashi Chicken. Za 1 manu 1 jednička beast neutrální karta, overkill získají 5 útoků. Je to teda Angry Chicken, ale s overkill keywordem. Tohle je teda hrozná ptákovina, ale tohle to je dobrý akorát s buffem životů, ale jinak obviously to je prostě jako sranda karta, proč ne, no. V každé expanzi potřebuje být nějaký tučňák nebo něco takového, a to je stejný, no. Co je zajímavý, tak do DKčkovýho Huntera se to pořád počítá. Je to minion, který se tam do půlu vejde a může to být zajímavý v tom, že najednou máte třeba za 3 many 3-4 krokoliska, který má overkill plus 5. Okay.
You buff them up with things like Power of the Wild.
Do some Mark of Yasharaj and Wild, like wild token beasts.
Exactly, yes.
Budeme se sázet, kolik otevřeš, určitě.
Really scary chicken. And by the way, can we talk about this artwork? Does it have an axe for a face?
No, they just put an axe on his face. He's just a normal chicken with an axe on his face.
Jo, je to normální kuře, který má na hlavě sekeru, prostě, a to je všechno.
That's actually what it will feel like in the game when this happens. I hope that you had to get in wardrobe and costume to mock this up for the artist.
Yeah, it's a fantastic piece. I actually really like it. I think it's a pretty adorable card. It's not the cutest card in the set by far, but
jo, že prej to není nejvíc cute karta v setu, ale je prostě jako krásná, no. Souhlasím.
Is actually cute.
It's kind of cute, but also like a little bit terrifying, which I like.
Terrifying.
So, are there any other interesting use cases or fun stories or examples you have of this card?
There's the Hunter spell, Bestial Wrath, that gives it immune and plus attack.
Ooh.
So that's another way you can make it
Jo, tak prej dá se to kombinovat s tím spelem, co má Hunter už snad od klasiku. Je to takovej ten bestial vrat, že tomu dáte imunitu a pozvat do útoku. A můžete s tím tradovat. Ale zase je teda pravda, že to se dá bojovat se všema jako místama, jo, takže... Ale proč ne?
For about one game.
Of course, yeah. Well, that's cool. So I think we have even more cards to see, Peter. What's up next here? What are you gonna show me?
Yeah, we're gonna show the other two cards from BlizzCon that we didn't reveal.
Ooh.
So this is the one that was up against Void Contract. This is a Paladin epic spell.
Tak, Paladin epický spell, je to a new challenger, za 7 many epický spell pro Paladina, discoverní miniona, který stojí 6 many a vyvolej ho a dej mu taunt a divine shield.
Wow, so only paying a small price here for mana, getting a 6-cost minion, 7 mana to do so, but you're giving it taunt and divine shield, so it becomes this instant infusion of a big defensive body on board. And I'm trying to think of 6 mana minions might be a great fit here.
Boulder Fist Ogre?
Boulder Fist Ogre.
Straight up Boulder Fist
Ogre. To je moc dobrý, ne?
Exactly.
Já jako přemýšlím, co to tahá, je tam velký ogr.
Mechanical Dragon? From
Mechanical Dragon, to je ten 2/2 velk, který vyvolává velkýho draka.
Bit like a righteous protector, but it's got a 7/7 hiding behind it. That's incredible, and I'm sure there are going to be even more 6-cost minions we haven't seen yet in Rastakhan's Rumble. So
it's actually surprisingly
důležitá věc je to, že se vrací zpátky Discover mechanika. To je
skvělý. 7-cost minion, we tried to discover an 8-cost minion, we tried 6, and 6 was actually the coolest, the one that there was the most interesting decisions. Oh, Wind Fury Harpy? Is pretty legit.
Takže prej testovali, který kosty tam chtějí dát a že prej 6 je nejzajímavější. Je tam Wind Fury Harpy, je tam třeba právě Damage Stegotron, na Wildu je to samozřejmě šílený všechno, že jo.
They can in the past, maybe not nowadays. That said,
je tam Kern,
is this maybe the making of a new control paladin, maybe a heal paladin?
Potentially. We've seen Timeout, which is the defensive tool for paladins, like kind of pseudo ice block.
Yeah.
3-mana spell, your hero is immune until your next turn, so maybe there's something in that space.
I know that a control paladin is something.
Dá se to hrát s tím ice blockem novým, že zahrajete Timeout pro Paladina a zahrajete tohleto, dohromady to stojí 10 many.
Big minions, control.
Těžko říct, no, tady se prostě musí zkusit, co z toho bude padat za miniony. A pak podle toho se dá jakoby ta karta nějak ohodnotit, no. Na první pohled to je teda fakt dobrý. Ale uvidíme.
When there's lots of aggressive paladin decks in the metagame and we can't make them lots better, we tend to make cards that go towards other archetypes. Things like Shirvala, a new challenger, yeah, of course.
Jo, teďko tam vysvětloval ten design decision, oni se prej snaží dělat karty pro jiný archetypy, které nejsou v metě. Takže třeba když vědí, že se hraje agresivní paladin s Baku a tokenama, tak dělají karty pro ten druhý archetyp a to je právě kontrolní paladin. Takže proto timeout, proto new challenger a tak dále.
It's a little tougher to make it work at 7 mana, and Paladin has some good 8-cost spells anyway.
Well, I think that brings us to a legendary minion, the card that was up against Hexlord Malakras at BlizzCon.
That's exciting.
He lost the fight there, but...
Tak, další legendární karta, tohle je Zentimo, to je šampion pro šamana. Za 3 many 1/3, kdykoliv ji zatargetujete, tak spelem, tak zatargetuje i miniony, které jsou okolo něho.
Very cool. Now, we've seen similar effects like trading with the Cave Hydra, hitting minions adjacent to things. There's been spells that have done that themselves, but never a minion that sets that up for spells. So there are really 2 ways to use this. One is, you could lightning bolt your opponent's
můžete zahrát hex a hexnout 3 miniony. Můžete, je to na kterýhokoliv miniona. Můžete zahrát blesk, můžete zahrát Unstable Evolution na 3 miniony.
Is intriguing. Wind Fury. Are we actually going to see Wind Fury in play, Peter? Because
Wind Fury taky funguje.
That would be incredible.
Fighter taky.
Oh, man,
but maybe, there's some cool stuff you can do with him.
That's intriguing. And also, I will say, like, it
feels
a bit like Electrostorm Surge in a way too, where you've got a minion that's kind of.
Je to taková dost zajímavá Elektra, kdy Elektra prostě je lepší s takovýma těma plošnýma minionama. Ale teda tohleto může být velice broken, hlavně s tím hexem, no.
What kind of deck do I want to put this in? It is a low cost card, so you could see this in an aggressive deck, maybe like you said with Rockbiters, but I kind of think maybe in a control deck too it makes a lot of sense. I like that.
Yeah, I think if you have a spell type deck where you're doing things like lightning bolts or hexes, that's really where you're going to get the best value out of it. It's worth calling out if you lightning bolt something, you do overload 3 times. You get all of the side effects of the card too. And in the case of overload, that's mostly negative unless you're holding something like Spellstone.
It's an emergency or an overload synergy deck.
If you're doing something like that, or you've got tunnel trog out, who can say?
Jo, dá se to hrát s overload synergií, protože to se samozřejmě, to funguje skvěle. Když zahrajete třeba takový ten velký punch za 8, tak vy tím zabijete jakoby 3 miliony vedle sebe. To je opět zajímavý.
So you might see some other cards that synergize a little more with spells.
Oh, I like that tease. I'm excited. I think this card already has a lot of promise just on what we know now, but if there's more coming, that's going to be even better.
I think it's pretty cool. There's some good stuff that you can do with him.
Karta, která je cool.
Pretty well with Electra too.
Jestli to bude hratelný, se
I have a feeling there's going to be some crazy combos come out of this one, like some really sneaky
stuff.
No,
tak tady přesně říkali, že chtěli udělat to stejně jako podobnou kartu, jako je Electra, a tohle je úplně přesně jako ono.
I'm not smart enough to think of just
fill your hand with unstable evolutions. Unstable evolution. Your whole board.
Oh, unstable evolution. Now that sounds
There's
fun.
some cool stuff you can do there.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so much fun.
Teďko tady říkají tu evoluci, jak jsme tady zmínili už předtím. To je stejný.
That brings us to some gameplay.
Oh, we're gonna get to play with some new cards. Okay.
So we've got 2 decks we're gonna take a look at, and we are going to see one of the 2, and which one is up to you. So you need to hover over the screen to vote. We're using a Twitch extension for it.
Okay.
And there's either Generalized Dragonhawks, the Mage deck, or we're going to take a look at Hyrik's Bats, a Warlock deck that doesn't actually feature Hyrik or the Spirit
jdeme si vybrat deck, který chtějí, abychom hráli. Tak, bude to Mage nebo Warlock, čete? Mage nebo Warlock, čete? Povídejte. Povídejte. Co pěkneme? Já jsem pro mága. Já jsem pro mága.
One game.
We got a choice between
all of the marbles.
And we're gonna win. We got a choice between 2 decks. We got a Mage deck and a Warlock deck. And
vypadá to dost podobně
chat is
zatím.
gonna vote using an on-screen extension for which deck they prefer. Mage.
Mage?
Not that I want to influence.
Tak počkáme, co nám tady řeknou. Vypadá to, že by to měly být nějaký stock balíky, chtějí nám ukázat přímo jako gameplay s tím balíkem, což je skvělý.
Just a reminder, we haven't seen the lower for Mage. So now it's it's intriguing.
No influencing though. Regis is an influencer.
Vypadá to, že to vyhrává asi Mage. Kompletně i tak. Jako je pravda, že my chceme toho mága vidět, že co by mohlo být hratelného nebo ne.
I hope you guys will vote for Mage. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna come out and say
už je to pryč, okay.
Well, I hope you vote for Warlock then.
You traitor, Peter. You traitor.
Well, we have to have some balance, or like pretend to be fair, to be balanced here.
Well, you do know the decks, I think.
I do know the decks, actually.
Maybe you guys should trust Peter. I don't actually know what's happening.
They're both pretty cool decks. Mage has some good stuff going on. Warlock's had some good stuff going on.
It sounds like
tak se o tom, jestli ty balíky jsou zajímavý nebo zábavný, jsou oba dva zábavný, takže
Apparently Mage. We hope that's the one you voted for.
We know the winner. Mage wins, and we're gonna play. I don't know if you guys can see the screen just yet, but Peter, are we gonna play Chalky here?
Apparently.
Okay.
Tak jdeme si hrát proti Chuckymu.
We're gonna play Chalky.
Lol, ty.
I don't know if it's actually
Chalky.
Yeah, it might be Ryan playing on Chalky's account. Don't account share, that's bad.
A jsou to Generalized Dragonhawk a Hyrik the Bat. Takže u Hyrika asi tušíme, jak ten balík bude vypadat. My jsme Hyrika už viděli, že jo, dokonce jsme viděli právě i ty buff karty v okolí.
Blizzard Jail forever, that would...
Yeah, I'm gonna be careful. Blizzard Jail is a scary place. There's crumbs of toast everywhere.
Let's go.
But we're gonna play Mage, and I'm excited. This is.
I'm excited too.
I want to see a couple things. I want to see new cards, obviously.
This is one of my favorite.
Tak, já vám asi uhnu na skill, bych tak
I want to see animations. I want to see art.
Pojďme se tady podívat.
Intriguing. We're already starting off on a high note.
Takže tohle je nějaký napůl elemental, napůl jiný balík. To vypadá jako even Mage tohleto.
Remember, this adds a copy of your opening hand to your hand. So any card we keep in the mulligan, later on when we play Hexlord Malakras, is going to be added back to our hand. So the mulligan is very important.
I mean, we've got a combo here. If we play Malacrest, we get Argal plus Book of Specters.
We have a combo, but they're not new cards, Peter. I'm very...
that's true.
Tak, tak tady samozřejmě se baví ohledně toho Malakrase, kdy Malakras dělá to, že vám jako dá ruku zpátky do ruky, když ho zahrajete. Akorát, že místo něho. Takže je úplně ideální toho Malakrase samozřejmě jako zmuligenovat.
So Malacrest does say accept this card.
He doesn't work himself. Okay, so there's really no reason to keep him then.
It worked that way for a little bit, but it was a little bit too much.
Perfect clarification. So no need to keep him then. We don't need him. So we'll look for two other things, right? That sound good to you?
All right.
And I'm
takže Arugel a Book of Specters je samozřejmě úžasný kombo, že pro mága.
Alright, Frostbolt. Frostbolt's a good card.
Frostbolt's a fine card.
So it's worth pointing out Book of Specters will discard any new cards that we draw. Except there are no new spells in this deck, so we're good to go.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, takže prej Book of Specters bude zahazovat všechny karty z balíků jako spely, ale prej tam žádný nový spely nejsou, takže akorát minioni.
I guess I'm allowed to click, I don't know.
You should, please.
Vidíme nový board.
I'm excited.
I feel like this is gonna come off or do something, maybe not.
Oh, come on, Ryan. I mean, sorry.
Tak, hezky. Druidě koukám zase jiný, samozřejmě.
So, is there anything in particular I should click here? You know, I feel like it takes me a month to figure out all the...
I think we should explore, yeah.
Is that gonna do different Loa animations?
I think it's got all of them, yeah.
Oh, no way. We need to play Hearthstone too, though. Chat's gonna yell at me. I guess Loot Hoarder feels fine. I don't think we need to Aragel
Let's just draw cards so we can find new cards.
Yeah, let's only look for new cards. Ooh, that was the frog! Frog! Oh my god. That actually looks
to tamhle mění podle toho, jaká loa tam je, jako podle barev.
How they match up. That's really nice.
The spirits have really similar come into play animations to that, so it kind of captures that same thing.
Oh, very cool.
A spirity mají prej podobné animace jako tady ta věc. Nový karty. Nový karty.
All right, we gotta think about this. I feel like Frostbolt's probably fine here. Just we can trade in first, see what we draw, and then.
Yeah, it's fine.
I don't know exactly what this deck's gonna have in it, but.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to.
Je to úplně jasný, co to je za balík, je to prostě nějaký elementální mage, asi i z Jade bych tak typnul třeba.
There might be a bigger threat. I don't know that we need to play Glacial Shard for tempo. I feel like we can maybe save this.
Well, we're gonna have a lot of cards next turn because we're gonna Aragel plus Book of Specters and draw like 6 cards. So it's up to you.
Well, what do you think?
I think we should play it.
Okay, all right.
Why not?
Smorkin, guys, you heard it.
We gotta go face, right?
I don't know what the deck's like, so I'm not sure what our...
I don't really know what the deck's like either.
Great.
Chtěj si uvolnit ruku kvůli Book of Specters, aby si tak kdyby slízli 6 karet, tak by to bylo jako...
I feel like something's gonna happen here, but I never know. You never know quite what the secrets are going to be. I still don't know the volcano sequence for Journey to Ungro's board.
That's one of my favorites.
I'm really not too good at the board stuff.
Landscaping, new card. New card.
Now we're set
up. Tam pak ta karta z muzy
Tak. Card Waterboy.
Waterboy. Za 2 many 2/1 neutrální karta Battle Cry. Váš další Hero Power stojí 0.
This turn costs 0. So we can sneak out some extra hero powers.
Wow, tak tohle to by bylo broken od Huntera do Face Huntera. Ale tam to samozřejmě hrát nejde.
That's exciting. That's a pretty neat little card. I feel like
takže tohleto ale vypadá fakt dobře, to je lepší než Fencing Coach, který vyšel v TGT, tuším. Možná dokonce ještě předtím. A stojí to jenom 2 many. To je moc pěkná karta. Tohleto se tváří jako docela normálně, ale myslím si, že to bude fakt dobrý. Že by to mohlo být dost dobrý do spousty balíků, který jsou even. Do Shamana to je dobrý.
Mostly, you could have spent 2 mana for your hero power, so it's just you get a free 2/1 and you get to use your hero power.
That's exactly right. Yeah, if you're looking to use your hero power anyway, and then you think about things like Frostlich Jaina.
Palaginovi to je otázka, no.
Cheat out cheaper hero powers is pretty exciting.
Do Priesta
taky to something like Zoo and having a free 2/1 is good for you.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and keep in mind this is a neutral card, not a mage card, so every class can play this. If we look at, for instance, hero cards too, this is a nice way to get some extra cheap hero plays out. Hero power plays out. So that's a neat little guy. And I love the idea that not only we look at it like the giant trolls and the giant dinosaurs and all these big characters in the Gurubashi arena, we've also got a water boy here.
Of course.
Mně se strašně líbí, jak Chucky pořád hraje staré karty. A Pyromaniac, jasně, to je ten minion, který říká, že když vaše hero abilita zabije minion, tak si kartu. To je skvělá karta. Je otázka, jestli to je arénovka nebo není, ale to tady nebudeme jako řešit.
I don't know that we have a good way to activate the Pyromaniac here because this is
just
only
Argyle
one
book.
damage.
So
I think it's time. We're gonna find some more new stuff.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's see. And you promised me I won't.
Spirit of the Dragonhawk.
Okay. All right. Well, not a.
Oh.
Yes! This is the best draw
Tak,
ever. So I don't know what to look at
tak
first,
ale
but I guess we're
stůjte,
gonna
jo.
look at legendary first.
Challenge the Dragonhawk. Za 7 money 4 beast. Když vaše hero abilita dala za 8 damage. Vyvolej Ragnarose na stůl? What the hell?
Damage this game. Summon Ragnaros the Firelord, and it also has a little keyword here to tell us how many are left. Oh my
Jo, a ten keyword nám ukazuje, kolik vám zbývá.
I gotta play, but we gotta also look at the spirit.
Tak a Spirit of the Dragonhawk je stealthnutá a vaše abilita dává cleave do minionu vedle toho miniona.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's exactly like Zentimo, but with your hero power.
Holy shit, tohleto ale vypadá fakt dobře.
So just to clarify, does an activation of Spirit of the Dragonhawk.
Takže proti Baku Palginovi to zabijete 3/1 jedničky abilitou.
Absolutely.
It does?
Yes.
So if I play Spirit and I ping here, it's gonna go down to 6 left instead of 8 left. What?
To musí být dobrý. Daring Fighter za 1 manu 1 jednička a Battle Cry, vaše další abilita dává o 2 damage víc.
Fire Eater, a 1 mana 2/1 for mage. That artwork looks incredible. Battle Cry, your next hero power this turn deals 2 more damage. Oh boy.
To se nejsem jistý, jestli je dobrý, ale teda ty 2 karty předtím vypadají fakt bombasticky teda.
We can't play General yet, but we don't really need to. We can just there's my mind is just blown. So it's gonna deal.
Vy takhle tam můžete zahrát 2 spirity a dát jakoby abilitou za 2 do všeho. Ne, to je jenom cleave. Za 1 do všeho.
It's also going to.
Yeah.
And wait a minute, how much mana do we have? We're 1 mana shy of playing all of these things together.
Yeah, we could also just wait, because we don't care that much about the Violet Teacher. If he makes a bunch of tokens, we can just clear him next turn.
A můžeme dát za 3 do všeho teďka.
Because the Spirit has stealth for 1 turn, so it's probably gonna live.
Oh, we can just chill.
We can just chill if we want.
But we can still ping here.
Yeah, for sure.
Or would we rather just play another Water Ellie, maybe?
That's pretty reasonable, too.
I think we'll just play another Water Ellie.
Nechceme vidět toho Raga.
Make sure we get the...
I guess I don't actually need it.
To byla asi úplně nejhorší play, co mohli udělat, ale okay.
So the count on this is affected by Spirit of the Dragonhawk. So that's an incredible synergy. This is really diving hard into hero powers for Mage, at least.
It is.
That's exciting.
These are all of the hero power synergy cards in Mage in this expansion.
Oh, perfect. Well, we've seen hero power synergy cards in the past with Inspire from the Grand Tournament.
Yeah.
It never took off a ton, but I feel like this has... What? Oh no, I should have hit that. Should have hit that. It's okay. I kind of gave it a trade back too.
What's the worst that can happen?
That's a bit of a mistake, I think, but that's all right. Well, we're gonna recover with like a million Ragnaros. So it's okay. We got at least 2 Ragnaros incoming.
Token Droid.
I don't think we can maybe make more. Probably only 2. Just token druid here. Uh-oh.
Okay. On to dělá na schvál, aby mohl zahrát tu abilitu teďko. Takže to je úplně jasný. On má jako na ruce kombo s tím, že může dát vlastně všechno, že může dát toho Waterboye, do Daringa, do všeho. A dá damage.
We could also play Pyromaniac to draw a card. And we could even do all of that for free.
Takže Pyromaniac, Waterboy a líznout 3 karty si může.
Stuff with Ice Walker, the return of Ice Walker. So another question about mechanics here. Does this freeze all 3 targets?
It does.
Jo.
Oh, wow.
Když máte Ice Walkera a tu novou Spiritu, tak to zabrazí 3 cíle na jednou. Freeze Mage is back.
We don't really need this to do more damage right now. Because we're gonna kill off these 1/1s, although we're gonna leave ourselves exposed to quite a few 2/2s. What do you think the best play here is, Peter? I'd say maybe just ping and trade into a 2/2.
That seems fine.
That sound reasonable? As far we can go ahead and Pyromaniac. So this draws us 3. Does this draw us 3 cards?
It does, yeah.
Of course it does. All of these.
Vypadá to, že lidi si trošku nervózní. Teďko to dá se líznout 3 karty, ale musíte to dát rychle, jako by to vůbec stihnul.
To get a free body out, perhaps. Oh my gosh! It actually animates those each individually. Oh, I've waited too long. I've
got it.
This is a consistent.
Tak jim teda dorazil zpátky ten Malakra, z toho jsme už viděli.
Right, because we copied him. And so if you check Janelai, you're down to 5, I think.
Oh my gosh.
A samozřejmě, protože jsme dali s abilitou 3 damage, takže u Jalanže už chybí akorát 5.
It's very good. It's quite reminiscent of Spiteful Summoner, a 4/4 that summons a big body, but unlike Spiteful Summoner, which has some.
Tohle je zajímavý, protože oni to porovnávají se Spiteful Summonerem. Akorát na rozdíl od Spitefula, tak tohle to má nějaký garantovaný efekt a zároveň vy kolem toho nepotřebujete stavit ten balík, že jo? Že ta karta sama o sobě je prostě za 7 many 12-12 a abilita prostě může být velmi dobrá.
Yeah, Ragnar's is awesome.
Man, oh, that's so cool. Also, just the theme here, I guess, fire being, you know, the mage. Yeah. I don't know exactly what Janeli's story is as a Loa, but, man.
She really likes fire.
It seems like it looks like maybe her wings are a little bit on fire here.
Teďko se tady ptal Kirejis na lore, Jalanji a řekl jí, že má ráda oheň. Tak celý lore se potřebuje.
Surely Chucky or Reels, whoever this is, will take it easy on us.
No. Teďka přesně zahraješ to kombo, co máš na ruce už asi 3 kola, že jo? Takže dáš teďko na stůl Dragonhawka, potom toho Daringa, tradeneš 3 miniony a máš vlastně nabitýho Jalanže na příští kolo.
So we could maybe trade here, pop out the 2/2, or alternatively, the teacher is generating a lot of value, so we could go here as far as our pings are concerned with Spirit of the Dragonhawk. Nice thing about this too is that it is cheap enough that you can play it out and not feel too bad doing it the same turn. It's not just relying on the stealth for next turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so flexible at its cost. So I think we want to ping multiple bodies here. Yeah, we can even make it do 3 damage with our Daring Fire Eater, right? So
yeah, maybe we icicle the 2/2.
Okay.
Ještě samozřejmě můžu zamrazit. Icicle je by the way nová karta v Classic setu. Ta už ve hře normálně, akorát ji možná neznáte, protože se nikdy nehraje teďko.
Oh, I'm taking too long here.
And Daring Fire Eater.
Yeah, it's figuring out all these new artworks. And then I think, are we saying we're trading into the Violet Teacher?
I think so, yeah. Just in case.
Okay.
Tak, vypadá to, že to animuje každýho několikrát, jakoby.
Okay, so not the smallest.
A teďka by tam měla být aktivní ta Jalanji.
Still, the ping here is going to be pretty nice next turn.
I think we have Ragnaros online.
Oh, no way, already?
Ready tam je napsáno.
That seemed like it went so fast. Yeah? With these, the spirit makes it activate so quickly. As long as your opponent's playing a lot of minions. I guess if they're playing taller boards, it might be a little bit harder to achieve that quickly. But if they're a token-style deck, this is Odd Paladin's nightmare. Just pinging everywhere all the time. Yep. Just 3 pings constantly.
Jako tady přesně říká Regis, že to je noční můra každýho od Palagina, což jsme přesně říkali taky, že jo, že to je prostě strašně dobrý.
But I'm really not sure it's the best play. That said though, without our ping doing additional damage this turn, we really don't have good ways to clean these up right now that I can see.
Not really.
We could maybe dig for
můžete teďko zahrát toho Icevolkera, zamrazit 3 miniony a potom jako čekat. A tam jako uvidíme, když se toho Ragat.
We could still play Janeli as a last resort in that scenario, but Janeli, the Ragnaros effect, not necessarily great against a token board. Those 8/8s are going to be hitting smaller guys pretty consistently.
We could play the Ice Walker and freeze a lot of his board.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, I like that. Ice Walker and freeze the board. What would we freeze, you think? I would probably freeze...
There. If we're going to do that, we probably book a Spectres first then?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if we can find the Daring Fire. Oh,
that's pretty good.
Tak, Intelligent Gnome, toho znáte. To jsme už viděli v tom Vrončiho videu, to je ten neutrální taunt, který třeba takový je velmi dobrý zrovna.
For 6 mana, we have 7 mana remaining. I like that.
Pretty good.
It feels good. We're protecting our spirit, which is nice. I don't know. We've kind of he positioned really well here around our freeze effect because we've got 5 attack over here and 5 attack over here.
Yeah. Either way.
But this trades a little more favorably there. I think we can force the 2/2s in.
Yeah. Maybe. We do still have one more Spirit of the Dragonhawk.
Oh, we do. Yes. I really like the way this deck is. Oh, it doesn't freeze.
Oh, it didn't freeze.
Oh, okay. Well, it freezes 1. We know that now.
Okay.
We'll keep that in mind for the future. I really like the way this deck plays.
Takže mrazí to jenom jednoho, takže dokonce ani Peter teďko nevěděl, jak to funguje přesně.
It makes each class feel so unique.
Tak možná, že to je bugnutý, to je pak otázka jako na jindy tohleto. Ale teda podle mě by to asi mělo fungovat, protože tohleto je target a dává to jenom damage.
I don't think we're dead, which means we're gonna play Janeli next turn.
Yeah, for sure, of course.
I think we have to. I almost don't even care what the board state looks like. I'm a little worried like double Savage Order is gonna come and I'm gonna lose my chance. So it's gonna happen, guys. Don't worry. Don't fret. Don't worry, chat.
Don't worry, chat. Přesně.
I think he does need to prioritize the Spirit of the Dragonok, though, which is intriguing.
Yeah, which is good.
You know, these cards create a lot of frictions. They almost have that pseudo taunt style where you kind of have to respect them because otherwise the potential snowball value is way too high. And another synergy card.
Jo, Pixie, tak to taky samozřejmě dobrá synergie s tímhletěm balíkem, protože vy jak to všechno stavíte okolo té ability, tak je to velmi zajímavý. Tak jdeme se podívat na Ragnarose konečně.
Yeah, oh, that's right. We can finally play this guy. I've kind of been sitting on this for a while.
Jo, a ta Waterboy je teďka prostě 2-1 tělo, který je navíc.
Waterboy will ping. And we'll, for a second I forgot this was going to be 0. That's perfect. And then we'll play Jan'alai, and we're going to be quiet here to hear the entrance animation and the sound effects. So listen, chat, listen.
Spirit of the flame, turn them to ash.
Vítej zpátky, Ragnar.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh, I love it.
Face.
I love it.
OK. Ragnaros je zpátky, už se těším, já budu zase 3 roky prohrávat na Raga teďko. Na standardu.
So exciting that he comes back. He's even got a Rastakhan's logo there behind his tech. That's very cool.
Aha, on má na sobě Rastakhan logo, takže tohle to je jakoby jiná iterace té karty.
Rastakhan's Ragnaros. Oh no! I think it might be a good thing we played this when we did.
Oh.
Man. Oh, that's... Now, let me ask you something. If you bounce Jan'alai the Dragonok back to your hand via whatever mechanism, Youthful Brewmaster, does the count start over, I'm presuming?
No.
It doesn't start over?
No. It just tracks this game.
Oh, it's the whole game. Oh my gosh.
Jo, takže u té Jan'alai je ještě zajímavá jedna věc, a to je to, že ona se netrakuje, když ji máte na ruce, ale trakuje tu celou hru. Takže pokud si líznete v late game, tak ona má aktivní svoji abilitu.
If I were to draw this now, it doesn't have to be in hand, it's just ready to go.
It's just ready to go.
Instantly be ready. Oh,
jako to vypadá fakt dobře ta karta zatím, no.
Well, I feel like maybe we could play it again. We have a great turn here.
Yeah,
Jan'alai into Fire Eater into Ping is going to clear up most of this. This is going to be at one.
Druhá Jan'alai je teda trošku jako šílená, no.
We don't have the spirit out, so it's not going to AoE.
Oh, of course. We lost
we could play the spirit. We have one, but then we can't play second
Ragnaros. Well, I think we just ping and trade then. Take the chance for the 8-8 to hit the Cenarius, and
that sounds right to me.
We should be good to go. That is such a cool combo when you get the Fire Eater, the Spirit Hawk, and your ping. That's a very powerful clear. So it doesn't really matter.
Tohle je opravdu zajímavý, no.
We're taking a 50-50, and I think we've stabilized.
U toho zbytku toho balíku si nejsem teda jistý, jestli by to mohlo být dobře hratelný, ale strašně se mi líbí ta legendárka, kdy prostě podle mě samotná ta legenda by mohla být dobře hratelná. Tohle, jako.
So we're down to 6 cards. We've drawn through our deck surprisingly
fast.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just having
a lot of card draw.
I might just be having so much fun with this. Oh, that's only 2 cards. Who cares? This game's got so fast.
Zatím žádný karty pro druida. Žádná infestace.
What was our opening hand? I can't remember what the third card was. I believe we had Archmage Eric. Oh, Frostbolt. That's not a bad card to see here. We could Frostbolt the...
Oh,
never mind. I think I know.
No, a tady na Jaina přesně.
That seems pretty good.
If you're not dead, it's always right to play Jaina.
That seems pretty good. I think we're not dead.
Yeah.
We're dead to Savager, I think, but...
We're creating some... No, don't say that. You're gonna jinx.
Teďka si myslím, že vás Ragnaros vyléčí, když je to elementál, ale mám takový pocit, že ne. Vyléčí. No, tak to je pak najednou jako úplně skvělý tohleto. Jako představa, že hrajete Ragnarose a Jainu v jednom balíku. To je fucking insane.
It's worth mentioning a lot of these cards are odd.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. So
je prej, a teď Peter zmínil, že spousta těch karet je lichých, takže by se to dalo možná složit, protože máte ve výčvu karty, jako je třeba Black Keta, že jo?
We wanted to keep them a little bit separate, just so you could try the even version or the odd version.
Right.
You're probably gonna do the odd version because Ragnaros is awesome. But
yeah, but still, there's a lot of ways to work with that. Even just the default hero power is, even with Daring Fire Eater, like that's a 4 damage ping. Then is that right?
Yeah.
Oh man. It does add 2 to the damage, is that right? I'm not looking at the card, so... Man, that's going to be a lot of fun. And no Saboteur, just a Firefly. Ragnaros just chipping away at this board.
Žádný Saboteur, nic takovýho.
I guess we don't seem to have a good ping at the moment, although we could refresh our hero power. So
yeah, I was going to say, we could
dokonce tam vidíme starého Coldwraitha z Nice Frozen Throne.
Or water elementals?
No way.
Oh, sorry, just 2, because the...
Is that enough mana? This is 4, 7, 9.
A prej, když máte tu spiritu, tak vám Jaina vyvolá 2 elementály. Počkat, jako vážně? To snad ne? To mi neříkej.
Oh my gosh. What? Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Ragnaros finally snipes.
Dobře, tohle vypadá dost zajímavě.
Wow, I love this deck so much. I'm playing this day one, even though I've already played it.
Myslím, že máme jako najednou všichni balíky hnedka, které budeme chtít hrát po expanzi, no.
Well played indeed.
I like our chances in this one.
I think I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. I like Cold Wraith as a card already, and it's even better in this. It's cool.
We should probably play Malacrass just so we can see
of course,
the visuals.
Yeah, that's a great idea. You are smart.
Tak pojďme se ještě podívat na Malakrase.
Okay. We're gonna get Frostbolt too, which isn't bad here.
A on vám prostě přidá do ruky ty karty, které jste měli v Mulliganu, což taky je jakoby super, no.
But let's just I don't really think we might need to kill that because it's potentially going to summon some 1/1s. Although 1/1s aren't bad for us now that I think about it. We're a mage. We're Jaina. Maybe we should let him summon some 1/1s. Either way, we're feeling very good here. I knew we were going to win. I knew we'd be at my side.
We had it.
You're good at Hearthstone. I'm okay.
And perfect game. We're 30 health.
Oh, you're right. It's looking good. Almost drawn every card too, and we drew all of the reveal cards like one for one,
exactly.
right in a row. That was a perfect.
Well, it helps that we drew our whole deck, but yeah.
It's true. That's
Takže už jsme tam viděli všechny asi karty pro mága, které nám chtěli ukázat. Taky to ještě zajímá, jestli nám ukážou a Peter a Regis ten druhý balík, což by tam měl být ten Warlock s tím betem, to mě fakt zajímá. Ale Dragonhawk se to tváří jako velice pěkně prostě, no.
I don't have space for Pixie now, but either way. We'll just drop through the entire deck. Second belligerent, no. This is a nice little deck. This felt really good.
It's pretty fun. I like this one a lot.
I liked it a lot. Man, the synergies are very sneaky good. Spirit of Dragonhawk seems like a great card, even without Jan'alai. Like it's independent.
Takhle Regis říká, že to jakoby, že it feels good, jo? Že celý ten balík prostě vypadá dobře. Pokud na ně bude na metě místo, tak by to mohlo být fakt zajímavý. Pokud to bude ve Wisbangovi, tak to bude taky krása.
That was amazing. So, are we gonna take a quick look at those cards again at the full view, I guess maybe?
Yeah, let's take a look at those and
tak.
Yeah.
In all their glory.
Pojďme se podívat na karty. Ještě jedno. Takže Jan'alai the Dragonhawk, Loa pro mága. Zase to máte 4/4 Beast, Battlecry. Pokud jste prostě v průběhu hry, dali 8 damage s abilitou, vyvoláte Daga. Zatím asi nejzajímavější karta si expanze. Vedle toho Linkse pro Huntera.
Yeah, for sure. You could even just put this in super late game control mage with no hero power synergy whatsoever and just deal the 8 damage by turn 20.
Eventually you're going to get there. And it's damage dealt, not hero powers activated too, which I think is pretty interesting because like you said with the odd mage, it really takes 4 hero powers to deal 8 damage
a ne podle hero ability. Takže když budete hrát od mága, tak potřebujete akorát 4krát zahrát abilitu a máte to prostě hnedka funkční.
Warlock dealing damage to himself, of course.
Yeah.
You'll get Ragnaros even faster.
Tohle je jako docela šílený.
So, do we have any other? What's up next here for next cards?
Let's take a look. We got
Daring
Fireeater, to je ten za jednu madu 1/1, která dá prostě s dalším hero powerem o 2 damage víc. V Odomágovi to dává za 5 na jedno. Počkat, ne za 5, Klaudia, matematika. 2 + 2 je 4, za 4. Za 4.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think that would be a playable card. That feels really strong.
It's like pretty close.
Yeah, okay. So, what else did we see here?
I think we got the Spirit.
Ooh, Spirit of the Dragon.
Spirit of the Dragonhawk, zase Spirita, která má stealth na jedno kolo. A vaše abilita dává damage i okolo vaší ability, takže to cleavuje.
But the fact that it has stealth and a 6 around and all those other snowball synergy options, this thing really starts to pile up quickly.
Right, you get 2 shooting stars essentially.
Yeah.
And in the matchups where you want that, that's really good.
Přesně jako to porovnání, co říkal Peter, tak je to, že to je porovnatelně za shooting starem. Akorát s tím rozdílem, že shooting star tak stojí kartu, zatímco tohle ta spirita vám zůstává na stole.
Play out. You don't have to rely on the stealth if your opponent has like Hellfires or whatever kind of AoE. You can play it that turn and still immediately recognize the value. If this costs like 6 mana or something, it'd be unplayable. It'd be so hard to fit in.
All of the spirits are actually like that. The most expensive one costs 4, and the rest of them are all either 4 or cheaper.
That's great.
A lot of them are in this like 1 to 2 mana range.
Yeah, that's really, really nice. And then I think finally we had
was it
the Water Boy? I love this guy. I feel like I have
Pak to dá Water Boy, který tam rozdává nějaký drinky. A za 2 many 2 jednička s Battlecryem, že vaše další hero abilita, co budete hrát tohoto kolo, tak stojí 0 prostě.
Yeah, I think there are going to be some decks that can find some way to utilize that. Maybe there's some sneaky good ways to do that, or just an early tempo sort of play to help you stop some aggressive decks. But I'm intrigued to see how people fit this one in a deck. Anything really good you've seen?
I think this guy's a cool card. I'm not sure he actually goes in that mage deck, because mostly he's just a free 2-1.
Right.
You're more likely to play like Pixie and reset your hero.
Jako ta karta je podle mě takovej možná jako moc dobrý minion. Mohlo by to být totiž strašně broken Zolokovi tohleto. Protože ono esenciálně tak je to za 2 many 2 1. Dej si za 2 damage a lízni si kartu. Což Zolokovi je prostě strašně dobrá karta.
Yeah, very smart. I like it. And it's just a cool card too. And I can't wait to buy my Hearthstone water bottle coming to a Blizzard store near you in the future, hopefully. Hopefully so.
Yeah, so I think that's all of the cards we have to show.
That's a lot. No, you showed a ton of cards, a handful of new legendaries. We saw Janelai.
Takže to je všechno, co dneska uvidíme.
Those were both incredible. I'm beyond excited.
To je docela škoda. Čekal jsem, že to tady bude o trochu víc.
That's important.
That's all you. No, you helped. I couldn't have done it without you.
I very rarely get to beat Ryan in Hearthstone games, so.
Yeah, I don't win much at all, so I totally feel you, believe me.
So that was great. I think that's all we have for today. Rastakhan's Rumble, it's coming out in early December. We are incredibly excited about it. You can take a look at rastakhansrumble.com to see the most recent card reveals. To pre-order the expansion, you can also pre-order the expansion in the client. There's 2 different pre-order bundles that you can do. The community card reveals are going to start tonight, and they're going to go for the next couple of weeks. There's some exciting cards coming out, and some really amazing people revealing those cards. I think Regis did a card for us last expansion.
I did. It was a lot of fun. I think I only get these this time around, but this was more than enough. I'm honored.
There's a lot of really fantastic people, so please go out and support those streamers. That's great. Tune in for the final card reveal live stream. That'll be November 28th with
Expanze vychází 4. prosince, s tím, že dneska v noci začínají komunitní revealy. Ty revealy jsou každý zhruba 3 hodiny, takže u každého streamera, youtubera, blogera, tak uvidíte nějaký ty nové karty. A tyhle ty revealy budou pokračovat až do příští středy, do středy 28. listopadu, kdy bude druhý závěrečný reveal. Takže prostě očekáváte, že každý den tak se bude revealovat nějakých 5 karet. Já kartu nemám, ale budu dělat samozřejmě prostě každý den nějaký shrnutí toho, co za nový karty vychází a co bude zajímavý. Dámy a pánové, toť vše, co jsme dneska jako chtěli z toho revealu vidět. Jaký z toho máte pocity? Napište mi, já si to rozdělám, přečtu a budu se těšit na nový karty. Díky moc.